what's up everyone? My name's AJ Wright Crypto and I am here at the Decipher conference in Barcelona, Spain with no other than the new CMO of Algorand, Mark. First of all, Mark, how you doing today?
I am doing absolutely fabulous. How about you?
I cannot complain. I'm first time in Barcelona. I'm having a really good time and I'm glad to be here. Thanks for doing this interview. We really appreciate it. So you've been Algorand's new CMO for 3 months now?
3 months.
You've hit the ground running with a lot of things. Just tell me about your first 3 months with Algorand.
I mean, it's been, honestly, it's been amazing. I used to work on Android, as you know, leading Android marketing, and we had a really big developer community out there. And so coming here and seeing this very vibrant community and also receiving kind of the warm welcome from everybody has been absolutely amazing. So it's been great.
So I must say, not that long ago, you successfully broke crypto Twitter. You broke it in half. You had people happy, you had people upset. Tell me about the commercial, the inception of it. Just tell me about the commercial and job well done.
Well, honestly, it's not my job, it's the community's job primarily, right? Like it started off with Governor Hat, one of our active community members, who sent me a direct tweet to me and say, Mark, serious suggestion. Here's a script. You should film the script. And I remember I was in Boston with Stacy and we were looking over the script and I was like saying, oh, this is actually pretty cool. We should go do this. And so that's how it started. And so I contacted a few people that I used to work with before, see if we could actually do this, and we kind of pulled it off. And I think more importantly, we also got members of the community involved. Rich Flair was in the video, Barb was in the video, and so it all came together really nicely. And it was really an Algo fan production, right? It was not just me as a CMO saying we're going to do a commercial. It was really, the idea came from the community, the execution was partly done with the community, and then the spreading of the video was completely done by the community. So that was the awesome part of it.
Yeah, I mean, 10 out of 10 on execution there. It's just really funny seeing the people from the Ethereum or the Solana ecosystems, but
the maxis got really upset.
The truth hurts. The truth hurts sometimes. Mark, I do have to take this opportunity to poke you for some alpha. Are we going to see a second Algorand commercial?
Well, who knows? We might. I mean, as one of the community members noticed, they posted last week this little kind of poster of Algorand filming in a park in New York. So I guess we got uncovered, and so I guess yes, there will be something, but I can't say much more than that, unfortunately.
Okay, all good. Well, stay tuned, everybody, stay tuned. So I must say, your speech today, amazing. Everybody, the link to Mark's speech from this morning is down below in the description if you'd like to see it. And a couple things from your speech this morning. First thing that really hit a nerve with me was Project Fix the Data. Just quick overview, elevator pitch. Explain to the audience what Project Fix the Data is.
Yeah, so as you know, data on a blockchain is really critical because it's used by analysts, it's used by commentators, used by the media to assess the vibrancy of the ecosystem. And so having the right data out there is absolutely critical. And it's an area where we've had some issues in the past. Some providers are not really integrating Algorand. Some providers have outdated data. Some providers have the wrong data, specifically on transaction counts. And so we put this project out there to get help from the community to spot problems and report problems to us, but then also to help us fix these problems. That's what Project Fix the Data is about. Gotcha.
I want to get back to the speech, but one thing I want to say, everybody, Mark is from Android marketing. Mm-hmm. This is not his first walk in the park. Obviously, you know what Android is, right? Well, this is your guy. So on crypto Twitter, when people are Algorand, when marketing, what does that make you think? I feel like we have the guy for the job. What does that make you feel like when you see that?
Well, I think there's a lot that we can do from a marketing perspective, and so I'm excited about all the plans that we have in place for the rest of the year around brand campaigns, awareness campaigns, more active campaigns towards developers, getting developers on board. So we have a whole slew of things going on, and I think the message to the community is also it's not the foundation only. I think it's working with the community and engaging with the community and helping them spread the word with us, because the community has a much stronger voice than I have. I only have one voice. They have their 100,000 people strong or more, right? Their reach is far bigger than the reach that I have as a marketing person. And so yes, we'll do a lot from a marketing perspective, but we also need the community to engage with us and spread the word and be our Algorand army in the way that, you know, the developers on Android were our Android army. And so it's very similar in that regard.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about engaging with the community and spreading the word far and wide.
Amazing. So everybody out there, if you're in the Algo fan, make sure you smash the like button down below if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. And also, so keeping the ball rolling here, Mark, announcement just came out yesterday, the integration with Coinbase USDC on Algorand. Really big stuff.
Yes.
Hype news. I love that. But to take it a step further, something that the audience might not know is that in Coinbase, you know, the common learn to earn thing on the Coinbase platform, you know, you take a quiz and you get $3 in Aave, or, you know, they do that on Coinbase. Algorand has a coming integration with Coinbase that's a little bit more involved than the normal quiz where you can get all the questions wrong and take the questions. This one's a lot better than those ones. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I mean, the partnership with Coinbase has two components, right? There's the USDCA announcements that you mentioned, and then the second part is indeed the learn and earn. And so the learn and earn, the idea is not that we will just pay people for watching a video or taking a quiz or something like that. We're not interested in that. What we're interested in is letting people experience the power of Algorand. And so we want to hold people's hands and say like, hey, first step, you download the Para wallet, you create an account. And then with that account, we'll drop you a few algos or USDC. And then we want people to like maybe try a DeFi protocol where they swap their algos for USDC or vice versa or something else. Right? And then we want them to download an NFT, and then we want them to participate in governor rewards, and then etc. And so we want to basically create this journey. We want to take users on a journey and let them experience Algorand for themselves. And because we believe that our technology is so superior that when people realize what's going on, that they will say, wow, like this is amazing, like instant finality, like, oh, I don't have that on another chain. Oh, there's like no errors, there's no failures. Like, how come there's no failures? Every other blockchain fails all the time. Like, no, Algorand doesn't fail, right? And so we want to show people the power of Algorand by taking their hand and like leading them to that journey. And we think it's going to be very impactful. You
know, I think that's amazing because instead of just, you know, like you said, watching a video or taking a quiz, people are actually going to be doing on-chain transactions. And you know, Algorand just hit 2 billion transactions. And then, you know, the second billion took half as much time as the first billion. Now doing this on Coinbase, the third billion is going to happen that much faster.
That's
and
right.
definitely make sure, when does that come out on Coinbase?
That's coming out hopefully in August, September.
August, September. So everybody, make sure you keep an eye out for that on your Coinbase app. Make sure you learn and earn and participate on-chain with Algorand. Also, during your speech, there was a chart about the Algo fam, the percentage it's grown in the past year. What was that number?
Yeah, 40? It was 30%.
Over 30%.
30% since the beginning of the year.
Wow, that is very impressive. Very impressive. And another aspect from your speech today is that, you know, there is one, you know, big circle that has 8 million Python developers. And then there's a small circle that has 30,000 Web3 developers. And, and you know, now Algorand, you know, still with Teal, but now you can code on Algorand with Python, and we're going to tap into those 8, that bigger circle.
Yes.
So what does that look like to you, your strategy to tap into those 8 million developers?
Yeah, so first of all, it's about creating awareness to the traditional Python developers about, hey, there's now an easy way to onboard on a blockchain and developing on a blockchain. That's the first part. The second part is explaining to them why they should care, right? Why use a blockchain? Because not every single project is suited for a blockchain. So you have to kind of educate the Python developers about why they should do it and which cases make sense. And then thirdly, we also want to talk to Python developers directly about like their career opportunities, because the reality of the matter is that with AI coming, a lot of Python developers don't have the same type of job security with the likes of Google and Amazon as they used to have. And so our message to them is you should really think about Web3, because in Web3 you will own what you make. If you're working for Google or Amazon, you own nothing, right? You develop for Google and for Amazon, but on Web3 you own what you make. And I think we're going to go out very strongly with a message that says, hey, from a career perspective, this is a good career step for you. And here's how you do it. And Algorand is the easiest way to basically get started on a blockchain.
So don't develop on quicksand.
Don't develop on quicksand.
I
yes.
really
on what you make.
That's catchy. That's
Yes.
catchy. I really
Yes.
do like that. I do.
And so we're going to We Are Developer conference in Berlin in next month, and that'll be like a big message that we have out there.
Amazing.
And so we're excited about that, and it's a big opportunity for us too, because like for instance at those typical Python developer conferences, we're the only blockchain there. And so we really can stand out with our message and with our approach. So I'm very excited about that.
Also tapping into that pool of 8 million developers, I can only imagine, a year or 2, 3 years down the road, the new projects, dApps, everything that will be built on Algorand in the future. Very interesting to think about that. I also, you kind of hinted towards, a marketing push strategy for the second half of this year to raise awareness. Any insight into that?
Yeah. So the first thing that we did is we refreshed our brand, and so you've seen that we launched a completely new website. We have new messaging out there, and so those are kind of the foundational elements. And so we're now working on a broader awareness campaign to lift the profile of Algorand. And for us, the core component of that is really the ecosystem. And it's really the projects that we've been working with, and we really want to put them on a pedestal and show the huge variety of projects that are out there and all the things you can actually do with the Algorand blockchain. And that's going to be the core of the campaign, is really lifting up and like amplifying the work that all of our projects are doing.
Definitely. And everyone, if you want to check out the new Algorand website, make sure you click the link right down there in the description if you want to check it out. There's a new palette. You're playing with the shapes off the Algorand A.
Exactly.
A lot of really creative stuff. I really like that part of the speech there. So everybody, I'm kind of going to stop the show here. Stop the show. All right? Stop the show. Keep it rolling, though. We have an announcement to make. Me and you.
Oh, yes, we do.
I'm leaving this part. I'm leaving it in.
I already forgot that.
I hope you don't forget to get on your plane, Mark.
No.
Don't forget to get on the plane, Mark.
Yeah, I know. We do have an announcement to make. Go ahead.
So, on August, big announcement, on August 15th through the 17th at the Rare Evo conference at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada, I will be interviewing Mark, the new CMO of Algorand, on the main stage at the conference.
I'm so looking forward to that.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
I have been to Vegas, yes.
Okay, just check. Just check.
Yes, I've been to Vegas. Have you?
Of course. We'll definitely, maybe we'll go play some cards or hang out around. But I'm certainly looking forward to that interview. And there are a couple other questions in my mind right now, but I'm going to put a couple of them in my pocket and save them for August. So everybody, make sure if you want to get tickets to the Rare Evo, there is also a link in the description for that conference as well. Really looking forward to that interview with you live at the Caesars Palace. That's going to be awesome. So for my final question for you, Mark, it's Algorand's 5th birthday. Happy birthday, right. Algorand. And if there is a cake in front of you and there's all the candles and you shut your eyes and you made a wish and you blew the candles out, what would be your wish for Algorand?
So my wish would be that we talked about the bubbles, the 30,000 Web3 developers, the 8 million Python developers. My wish is that for within 2 years, that's reversed. And the 8 million developers are developers on Algorand. Amazing. Well, everybody, let's hope Mark's wish comes true. Mark, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to having another interview with you in Las Vegas. Everybody out there, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below, what do you think of Algorand's newest rebrand and marketing push? See you guys later. Get rich or get wrecked. Later.